All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth and sincerity and wholeheartedly. And shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. I'm outside doing a little walk and talk, so hopefully it don't be too loud. But I was just thinking about this, how the media is trying to victimize the small hats. And the funny thing about it is that it's beautiful that it's happening, because that's going to cause the persecution, which means that the devil going to come down with great wrath, because he know he had but a short time. So now Kyrie Irving, he's in the news because of what he posted, talking about how the small hats funded, the slave trade and things like that. So all these people is juiced in with hundreds of millions of dollars. And, well, except for Kanye, they took everything from him. He was a billionaire, though. But I just feel like all of this is just to get to us. And I got something to say about these celebrities, man, who sold their soul to the devil. It's going to end bad for them. They think about making a covenant with death, which that's the next scripture I'm going to get, that they going to be all right. But Matthew 6:24, it said, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other. So you have to make a choice. And they made their choice. The money, the bag. That's what they care about. They feel like that's going to fix all their problems. And even regular jakes think that's going to fix their problems. But you're going to find out that this money that you put your trust in is about to be obsolete. They're about to turn everything digital. So you could have $100 million in your bank one day, and then that currency is not even currency no more. So it says, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. See, the Lord always give you a choice to make. Choose wisely. They chose wisely that they think is the truth, right? But yeah, like I said, Salakia, I'm outside, so it's a lot of people out here. But I had to get this video out. So, they chose. And in their mind, that's why the scripture said, it's more hope. It's a more hope for a fool than those who are wise in their own conceits. Because see, they wise in their own conceits because they believe that the money is going to save them. Proverbs 11:4, righteousness delivered from death. Riches profit not in the day of wrath. That's coming. There's nothing you can do about it. So it says you cannot serve God and mammon. And mammon is a deity that's associated with money. So money have became the idol of this world. Paper money have became the idol of this world. This is the reason why Jake is so easily convinced to turn their back on the nation, man. All because of money, right? This is the reason why, Kanye, he speaks half-truths. And I give him the benefit of the doubt. He probably don't know the whole truth. But you can tell that he's speaking, trying to stir up the pot. I mean, if you have a spiritual eye, you can see it. It's plain. Because he's still trying to add the small hats to the people. Oh yeah, they Jews and we Jews too. Over here. But Isaiah 28:15, because ye have said we have made a covenant with death, and with hell we are at an agreement. Now, I'm gonna look up that word hell, but hell, man, that's the thing. These people would deliver us over to hell. Everything that these devils do, and I'm talking about the black devils. Ye are of your father, the devil. But look at this word hell. I want to get a couple definitions of it. So we all know that Sheol is the grave. All right, but you got without praise of the Most High, because as you see, He's still calling on Jesus. He talk about Jesus Christ gang and, you know, things like that. That's not the Lord. So that's without praise of the Most High. Then you got righteous, not abandoned to it. So abandon the righteous way, because the thing is that these celebrities know, they have to know, because you have to make a pledge to serve Satan to get up high in society. So that means everything have an opposite effect. Everything have an opposite effect. So they abandoned the righteous way. And then the bottom, it said of extreme degradation. Now, degradation is dealing with humiliation and shame, aka what the Lord called abomination. So you have people that would do anything to get up high in society, whether it's sacrificing family, doing same-sex relations, you know, doing drinking piss, sleeping with animals, eating feces, having feces on you. Like it's you got to understand, man, the things that our people have to do to get up high in society, you know, is an abomination. So that's a degradation. So that's hell. And go back and say, because you have said we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. Because see, that covenant that you are in, it brings death. That's the only thing the scriptures say in Proverbs 8:36. All them that hate me love death. So your covenant with hell, the last stage, all right, your interest is going to be death at the end of it, all right? You know how they say a bright light at the end of the tunnel? Well, at the end of your tunnel is death. So it says, and with hell we are at agreement, and when the overflowing scourge shall pass through, that's Jacob's trouble, it shall not come unto us. This is what they think. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood we have hid ourselves. Because the thing is that Jake get high in society if they will succumb to the devil's ways. If you keep your people blind, if you keep your people from serving God, all right, that's why you got something called the black boule, which means friends or advisors to the kings. So they the gatekeepers, and they push the devil's agenda on the people. So they got a lot to pay for it. So they think that when all hell break loose, the scripture said, never trust thy enemy. So when all hell break loose, let's continue. Therefore, doth say the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will lay in Zion for a foundation of stone, that's Yahweh Shai, a tri-stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth him shall not make haste. All right, because we're going to stand stiffly for the Lord, Lord willing. We endure to the end, whoever the elect may be. I hope to be part of that. But the Lord said we ain't going to make haste. We're going to stand still, as the scripture says, and allow Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai be the power that they be, you know? But see, when you don't have the Lord, you want to take matters into your own hands. And taking matters into your own hands, you know, that's saying that you can defeat, you know, the powers that be by yourself. So we're going to trust in the precious cornerstone. That cornerstone died for the sins of all Israel, but the elect first. And the elect is going to hold on to him. And it said, judgment also will I lay to the line. That's measure. All right. The Lord corrects us in measure. So when all hell break loose, you going to be hungry. All right. The scripture said that he's going to feed his servants. He's going to give water to his servants. But he said, you going to be hungry and thirsty. That's a judgment by measure. All right. And it says, so judgment I will also lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies. What is the hell? We all know what's the end game. Thermonuclear destruction. But before that comes, a lot of things have to happen. All right. A lot of things have to happen. And Salakia had to cross the street. But a lot of things have to happen before that, because that's the icing on the cake. That's the cherry on top, the missiles. But before that, you're going to have a lawless society, which is going to touch you. Because see, if the Lord ain't with you, this is the Lord's judgment. If the Lord ain't with you, you gon' starve. Scripture talks about if you escape the famine, the sword gonna get you, and vice versa. So whatever one is meant for you, you gonna get. So, and it said, the waters shall overflow the hiding place. And the waters is talking about the calamities that's about to come to the earth. And it said, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled, which means your contract gonna be void in that day. Because see, the people that you made an alliance with, they're not the Most High. See, the Most High is using them. You look at these people as God because, you know, they face on the dollar. They got control over the money system. If you don't do what they say, they can take your livelihood away. So a lot of people already, you know, fail when it came to the snake oil that you put inside you. You know, you were scared because they was threatening to take your job away. I got kids to feed. I got to eat too. But the Lord said that he will always provide for you. A lot of Christians, they got a lot of explaining to do because they talk about sweet Jesus, but where was sweet Jesus when it came down to the snake oil? They took it. Psalms 91:10 says, shall no evil befall thee, it shall no plagues come near thy dwelling. If you really believe, you know, that's what you should have stand on. So saying your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden by it. See? So all the lies that you put forth, you know, leading our people astray, Isaiah 9:16 said that the leaders of our people cause my people to err. All right. So even though you're not like a preacher or a pastor, but you have a lot of influence. You know, our leaders have never been celebrities, but in this world, you have a platform and you chose to use your platform to cast us farther away from the Lord. So you got to pay. All right. And you Hebrew Israelite false prophets and you Christian pastors. All right. All of y'all got to pay. Y'all gonna get the same judgment, man, because you made refuge your lives. You want to take 501c3s. I'm talking about the Hebrew Israelite prophets, that's false prophets, and the Christian pastors. Y'all want to have government covenant. That's a covenant when you take a 501c3. The truth shouldn't have any government overseeing. And so what's going to happen is that using Kanye, he stirred up the pot. You know, Kyrie Irving, he's lighting the fire even more. The fire is burning higher. All this is going to trickle down to the real men of the Lord. All right? This is how they do. They always use front men, so they divert your attention somewhere else. All right? And then they're going to cast us in a bad light. This is all scripture. So, you know, we just got to gird up our loins and be ready for it. It's real plain to see. But the Lord said, guess what? If their covenant with death, talk about these celebrities, their covenant with death is going to be disannulled. Our covenant is not. So I'm going to end it on these three scriptures. So this is the covenant of life right here. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, as such as are escaped from the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption, the decree shall overflow with righteousness. So, if we stand firm for the Lord, Slakia. A weirdo was walking past me looking kind of weird. But anyways, but if you stand up for Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Bashai, as it's saying Sirach 4:28, it said, if you strive for the truth unto death, the Lord shall fight for you, man. So this is a covenant of death versus the covenant of life. Make your choice. Shalom.